Thank God I don't support Newcastle because I'll probably be depressed by the end of the transfer window, looking at how things are going for them. In the past few weeks, they were very confident that Isaac is going to stay. Then, after all the big teams, got their strikers, Arsenal got their striker, Liverpool got their striker, and City don't need one, so fine. But after all the big teams were settled, all the let me say the notable teams in the Premier League right now were settled, then he came out to say, oh, he wants to leave because he only wanted Liverpool, as Fabrizio has been reporting. So your best player decides to leave like when you are kind of convinced he's staying. So it's like that's kind of a curveball on its own. Then you are going in for Sesko, a player from Leipzig who scored only 13 goals last season in the league. And bear in mind he used some penalties for them. So open play goals isn't really, I don't think it will be up to 10 for him last season in the Bundesliga. So you're going in for a player like that, you're going up against United, fighting them for the same player, and the player seems to choose United over you. Meanwhile, you're offering more to the player, you're offering more to the team actually, you're offering 90 million, total. I think United offered 85 million, add-ons included, but Newcastle offered 5 million more. I'm very sure they were offering more in terms of personal wages, like personal terms, wages and all that. I'm sure they were offering more. They offer Champions League football, and they have a coach who is quite proven in the Premier League, even though he hasn't won a trophy, but you can see what he's capable of in the Premier League. He has already won, I think, the EFL or the FA Cup. I think it was the EFL Cup Newcastle won, So you know that he's a good coach, and you know that if he has the right players and everything, they can do things. I don't know why Newcastle isn't really flexing the money that they have. I was expecting them to kind of behave like Chelsea, but I'm not really seeing it like that. But then they have more to offer him than Manchester United at this moment. So the fact that he's choosing United still, it just shows that class is class, and you can't fight history and all that. United have the history, and they are a big club, one of the biggest clubs in England, if not the biggest. So it's kind of disappointing, it's kind of depressing. And I mean, if Sesko was an ambitious player, you think you choose Newcastle, because I genuinely thought you would choose Newcastle. But then looking at what happens, either Amorim said something to him that made him choose United, or maybe he just feels like this is the season where the team is going to turn around. Maybe he has that much confidence in the team. But let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.